Hell yeah, brother. Welcome to the podcast. Stop Crying Poser, greatest podcast known to man, as voted by Virgil, Morgan, James, Newton, and Warren. You guys know who I'm talking about. The Earps. The old Earp brothers. They love this podcast. They tune in every single Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, which is where you should be. Right here, twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. Always a pleasure to have you guys here. Vulgar Tech, iBook Boy, Venus Die Traps, Infamy, Guy Jizz, Julie Fett, Infamy, Garf, Ham Vibes. I saw B Squared in there earlier. My computer's getting really overheated right now. I'm not sure why. Everything was totally fine, and then suddenly it just got super hot. So if the podcast dies, I'll try to come back really quickly. I think it might also have to do with the temperature in the world. Up until today, today's the first hot day. It's been freezing, deadly, death, frostbite cold outside for a really long time. Today, 81 degrees, nice, sunny, beautiful day. We've had a terrible, cold, windy, freezing winter. Depression that's the real pandemic. Depression has usurped the entire fucking city, and we're finally getting some heat, and you can tell everybody's spirits are going up. Spirit Airline the stock is going up. Everyone's getting happy about their lives. I can't wait for this podcast to be over so I can go outside and enjoy the sun. I let my dog go outside, who's my son. I let him go outside. He went on the skateboard ramp and he laid down just to bask in the sun. And I said, hey, young man, that skateboard ramp is really dirty. There's dust and like debris and dirt all over it. Went and grabbed an old dirty towel. I put a towel down. He laid down there just basking in the sun with a nice soft towel like he was at the beach. Except he was just in my backyard enjoying it. It's good, right? What does the sun give you? Vitamin D? It gives you something that makes you just better and happier. It's good. I think that's why people in Alaska are so fucking mad all the time. Yeah, I saw that show where those guys are all in Alaska trying to survive, and the one guy has the long beard, and the one kid's name is like Bear, and he's climbing trees, fucking around. Nobody wants to be those dudes because the sun doesn't shine enough. That's why they're always getting so much fucked up shit happens. The house is always falling down. Bunch of bullshit. Not here. Not in Las Vegas. Times are a-changing. Life is getting good. But let me tell you guys something that can make your life even better. A free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack sent directly to you. All you have to do is answer this question correctly. As long as you live in America, even Alaska, you can get a free sticker pack sent directly to you. And then if you're suicidal in Alaska, now you have these. You can at least stay alive a couple more days. Put some stickers up. Look at the stickers, and then think of a happier place like Las Vegas. Yeah, totally nice, fun place. iBook Boy says, Ninja Lifestyle Podcast, low suicide rates. Now, here's the question. Very simple. You guys know how fat I am. But if you remember, back in the day, there was this young man named Jared. I think he was into like child porn or something, so we'll forget about him. But he represented the great restaurant of Subway, named after James Subway III. The trivia question is, name 2 signature sandwiches from Subway. Just name 2 original sandwiches. If you go there and you eat a sandwich, one should be easy. Everybody knows what they like to eat when they go to Subway. I always tell my chick, man, how much I love Subway, but she's always like, it's not healthy, right? It's not really healthy. I'm like, I don't care. I go in there. Going into a Subway now is like going into an iPhone store. At least the one by my house. There's like neon lights. Everything's like bright and lit up. They did this whole like home makeover. Instead of like the sandwich artists, they don't even walk out no more. They come down like fucking WCW Sting from a fucking rope. Sometimes they backflip through the side wall. Come through a mirror like Mario going into Dire Docks, just fucking appears out of nowhere. It's great. Vulgar Tech says tuna and the BLT. Well, let's check it out right now. We got the Bacon Tatum, the Dre Potle steak, Black Forest ham, buffalo chicken, chicken bacon ranch. I don't know if BLT's on here, man. I don't see the BLT nowhere. Tuna. I don't think that's on here. No such thing as a BLT. They might have a BLT, but I think they changed the name of it. Venus Dietrap said meatball in Italian. Let's look for it. We got the meatball marinara, spicy Italian. I don't want to take the win away from Vulgar Tech, and I'm sure they do make a BLT, but on this website, it don't say BLT. I think the BLT would be the Bacon Tatum. Oh, is that a B? That's the BT. That's just a BT. See, it's not a BLT because you have the choice of lettuce. They would never force you to eat lettuce. You know what? I'm gonna make an executive decision here. The winner today is gonna be Venus Dietraps. Venus Dietraps, you are the winner of a brand new Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack. Send your information to me so that I can give you a free of charge sticker pack sent directly to you. Now, last time I did a podcast, you guys know it was my birthday. It was a very happy birthday for me. Nobody sang to me, thank God. Or if they did, I completely forgot it and blacked it out of my memory. But it was a great time. Not gonna lie to you guys, got fairly drunk. Which, listen, I drink all the time, but this was like next level. I went home at about 9:30 a.m. the next day. Showed up at my house. My chick was getting ready for work, just walked out. I'm like, ugh. Didn't drive. Had a designated driver. That was great. It was a good time. Gambled some Keno. I lost some money, right? But I got some pretty cool gifts. This, one of the greatest gifts I got, which is really gonna jumpstart my streaming career. I always tell people, do not buy me Mario-related gifts. Because I get people buying me like controllers that I can't use. They be buying me just Mario swim trunks and shit that I don't like. But somebody got me this Mario hat. If you guys are listening to this on Podbean, you're not going to be able to see it. But it's a Mario Brothers hat that's extra poofy. It makes the top of my head look like a mushroom. God damn it. Speaking of mushrooms, that's what I should have been doing on my birthday. Might have went home early. Might have got attacked by a giant fucking rhinoceros coming out of a slot machine, but I didn't. Had a great time. A lot of friends came out that I hadn't seen in a while. We played pool because they recently reopened the pool tables here in Las Vegas. That was great. Got some gambling done. Had a good old time with my friends. Here was like the nervy part though, is when you get this many people together, my friends, you know, I'm from Las Vegas, so I have a lot of friends, and a lot of them are in like different genres of people. So you get this group of skaters, this group of non-skaters, this group of just bar people, this group of, you know, whatever. And they're all mingling, meshing together. And at some point, I sat back drinking a Michelob Ultra, and I was like, dude, you know what, man? I got a good group of friends. Nobody's fighting with each other. Everyone's just fucking getting along. It's a great feeling to know that I brought all those people together. See, sometimes when you do that, you got to do it at your house, like a barbecue. Then no one's allowed to fuck up because they're in your house. I did this shit at a bar. So if they're at a bar, some people are like, man, I don't fucking, nobody lives here, man. Like, you know, somebody might hit somebody on accident with bump them with their shoulder, or maybe you're fucking playing pool, you break too hard, the fucking ball goes off the table. I've seen it happen with strangers. You never know. One time I was at Bourbon Street. Nick G knocked the ball off the table. It rolled over there. He said, hey, give me that ball. Who nobody knew was like, motherfucker, you just tell me to pick up your ball? You come over here and pick up your own fucking ball. And then it became like an argument. So I'm happy that nothing silly like that happened on my birthday. It was great. I went out with an X amount of money, showed up home with significantly less money. Also, let me tell you this. I always talk to you guys about close Keno hits. I won $100. That was nice. I was very happy. I put in my first 20. I won $100. That was great, but I'm looking down at this game and I'm like, dude, if I would have hit one more number, I'd have got $1,700 on my birthday. The universe can't even hook me up on my birthday. What did I do to deserve this? You know what? I would have gladly exchanged. You know what, universe? Make my friends fight each other, but I'll give that up. I'll give up my happiness from my friends getting along. You can take that. Give me the money. Take the what and leave the what? That would have been nice. But it was a great birthday. Also, before I went to the bar, I did something I enjoyed doing. I cooked for my friends. I thought more people would come over. Instead, it was just my lady, my homie Nick, his lady, me. Made some chicken pasta. The same thing I cooked on stream a few weeks ago. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I cooked it on stream the other day. It's like my third, fourth time cooking it. I'm just going to do it from memory. Cooked it all up from memory. Added way too much pasta, way too much chicken. But you know what? Is that even a real thing? Too much chicken in the pasta? I think not. Too much chicken is better. You know, the way that I make like a quesadilla or really like any burrito or something, technically, I guess I put too much chicken. But who the fuck wants a pasta if it's all just sauce? That's basically a soup. I'm trying to get some meat. I'm trying to get fucking big and strong. I'm not trying to be some skinny ass just pasta sauce bitch. Nobody wants to be like that. I'm trying to really enjoy the food. If the chicken tastes good, then it's good. Whatever. I was able to cook for my friends. That was good. My friend Nick Stems gave me a fully loaded PMag. So I got an extra magazine, even though I got a million fucking magazines already for a rifle. And I got that hat. I got a Lego set. Yeah, I'm in my fucking 30s. Somebody bought me a set of Legos. Like I'm 2 years old. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with these Legos? I'm looking around like please don't let nobody laugh at me. If this was like my Sweet 16, all my friends would be like, dude, fucking this guy got Legos. What a bitch. Guy got fucking Legos. Goo goo gaga, idiot. I got these fucking Legos. I'm looking at this dude like, what the fuck am I doing with Legos? He's like, dude, it comes in a whole set. There's other like Mario ones with Yoshi and fucking Luigi and Bowser. I'm like, oh, well, in that case, that makes perfect sense. Like, I don't already have enough useless junk all over my house. Legos. I'm going to build the Legos B squared earlier, or maybe it was Vulgar. Somebody had said, well, they're supposed to make you relax. You build the Legos and it helps you relax. Nothing's relaxing about fucking Legos. It's like a chore. It's like one of those things you started and you're like, oh, now I have to finish this. Nothing's relaxing about looking down at a table filled with like a big puzzle. Like, oh, wow. It's like doing math for pleasure. Like, oh boy, I can't wait to figure out what pi minus the square root of z would be. Ha 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 ha. That would a great way to spend my fucking Saturday. Fuck no. I gotta get out the instruction booklet, put this, build this like this, stack this right here, put this right here. And then somebody was like, well, maybe once you make it, then you can glue them all together and have something to look at. Bitch, I already have a million things to look at in my house. I have walls, I have fucking pictures, I have junk and dirt everywhere. There's shit to look at everywhere. Things to look at, like it's some sort of decoration. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna build this dumbass castle. Then I'm gonna break it. Then I'm gonna give it to a kid. So they can build it. Legos should be one of the most traded in things. Legos should be going like generation to generation, just being used and then given to someone else. Like a book. Legos should be like a book. You build it, and then you fucking break it down and you give it to somebody else. And you say, oh yeah, I remember reading that book and I gave it to a friend. Also, Legos are fucking expensive, so I appreciate that my friend Ward got me the Legos, but man, what the fuck are Legos? Anyways, St. Patrick's Day just passed. Oh yeah, I got some friends in town. I went downtown, drank some beers over there. Didn't drink any green beers, thank God. Something about drinking a green liquid don't sit right with me. If they got like Gatorade on the shelf, looking at Gatorade, there's like red, blue, pink, blue, purple, and then green. I'm like, oh nah, maybe not green. And then these fuckers do green beer. It's just food coloring. I know it's just food coloring, but there's a reason why no beer's not naturally green, because nobody fucking wants it to be green. Nobody cares about this dumbass holiday. I don't even know what it's actually. What are we even celebrating? St. Patrick. Who's he? What did he do? I don't know. Probably racist, right? Every holiday's racist these days. I don't know what fucking St. Patrick did. But I went downtown, and the most interesting thing I saw, other than a bunch of super drunk people with green hair, is I saw this dude hauling ass down the street, down Main Street, right next to Casino Center, right in front of Main Street Station. Just busy ass street. This dude is on a motorized skateboard, just hauling ass, just like cruising left and right, taking up the whole lane. A car right behind him, a car right in front of him. Most confident shit I've ever seen. And I'm thinking to myself, well, he's gonna be dead soon. Because here's the thing. I get it. You know, if you have skills on a skateboard, even a motor skateboard or whatever, you have the skills, I get it. Here's the problem though. Somebody throws a Pepsi out the window, or you hit a small rock that's in a street, or a cat tries to walk across the street, or God forbid a pothole shows up, you're gonna die. You're gonna fall down, you're gonna tumble 8 times, and then a car behind you is gonna smash you. They're gonna slam on their brakes. The next car is gonna fucking pumpkin bust your fucking head open. And then what? You died doing what you loved, skateboarding. Wow, good for you. Hope you enjoyed that. It was scary, right? First, I'm only thinking about this now. But when I first saw him, I was like, man, that guy's pretty fucking cool, man. But then I got to thinking about how often I'll be driving in the Corolla, just casually driving, you know, just anywhere I'd usually go, the grocery store, or maybe I'm going, you know, anywhere I'd be going, Walmart. I'm just driving, and out of the blue, completely unnoticed, I just hear boom, boom. And I'm like, fuck, I look in my rear view to see what it was. It's like a dead cat or a rock or like a paper bag that had shit in it or a water bottle. People litter, man. Litter bugs, especially with all the wind. Wind blows shit over you. Might fucking, 3 cars in front of you might drop a 2x4. And if we learned anything from that Adam Sandler movie, is that if you got wheels beneath you and someone throws a stick in front of you, you're gonna eat shit. And imagine a car behind you can't stop fast enough. Man, but that dude looked pretty cool. He looked pretty cool. Anyways, I'm having a great Friday, and I hope you guys are too. Let's jump into our news for today. First thing I got on here is the sandwich page. What do we got for news? Oh, speaking of that guy almost dying, a Las Vegas man is trying to scoot across America to promote the use of small electrical vehicles. And if you guys are listening to this on audio only, this guy looks exactly how you would expect him to look. Some kind of fucking nerd on a motorized Razor scooter, just scooting around. Scooting across America. That's what one Las Vegas man is doing to raise awareness for green transportation alternatives like e-bikes and scooters. This May, Alex Simon will go coast to coast on an electric scooter. He's trying to raise awareness for micromobiles or small electric vehicles. His journey will start in Boston and continue across the U.S., finishing in Newport, Oregon. Are those? That's coast to coast? Boston and Oregon? I don't have a map in front of me, and I'm too stupid to know what geography is. But why wouldn't he go from, like, Maine to California? Yeah, I don't know. Simon says he wants to see cities add safe lanes for people using alternative transportation. The only way this movement works and we can get cars off the street is if the cities actually create an infrastructure where people want to ride e-bikes and e-scooters. I think this is actually like a bullying thing. I think he wants to do this so that people who are like scared to scooter are like feel more brave. Like, oh yeah, that one fucking weird nerd, he rode from coast to coast, so I guess I can go to the grocery store maybe, try not to get beat up by some 8th graders. And a protected lane to ride in. They want to ride with a protected lane. First off, why does this sentence start with and? Wait a minute. We do this every fucking week. Here we go. The only way this movement works and we can get cars off the street. Why do you want to get cars off the street? Do you not have a car? Is if the cities actually create an infrastructure where people who want to ride e-bikes and e-scooters, comma, that they have a safe lane, period, and a protected lane to ride in. So it's very important that the cities come together. There will be changes to streets needed. I don't understand any of that. Simon says he was inspired to take the trip after his dad passed away in 2020. So this is like a grief mission. He's going full Forrest Gump. More power to him. Try not to get killed. I hope you do it. I hope you raise all the awareness that exists in the world. We need to get this awareness at an all-time high. Raise the awareness. Now, next article, we got some crime. A woman fired 7 rounds at a group outside a Las Vegas bar, then crashed into a car, police say. Fight turns into attempted murder, police say. 2 police says right after each other in this sentence. She looks like her head is cut open either from the cop beating her ass or probably from the car accident. A woman who was asked to leave a Las Vegas bar later shot at a group of people and left the scene of a crash, according to police documents released Thursday. Portia Chenault, her name's Portia, is accused of shooting at 4 people outside the Stage Door Casino at 400 Link Lane around 4 a.m. Wednesday. Now, the Stage Door, let me explain to you guys what this place is. It's kind of on the Strip, right? It's not far from the Strip, a little bit off the beaten path, but it's famous for being kind of divey. You know, the bartenders can kind of like be a bitch to you and you can be a bitch back, and no one ever really cares. But they're most famous for their the cheap ass drinks. Now, if you get a beer on the Las Vegas Strip, you go to Mandalay Bay or Cosmopolitan or Caesars or any of these big places, it's gonna be like $9. If you get a mixed drink, dude, it can go up to like $20. You want a vodka soda or a Crown and Coke, a Jack and Coke, $20. Some of these places, you go to a nice bar. Here at Stage Door, you get a beer and a hot dog for $3. And you don't have to walk very far. So a lot of people go there, and this shit is popping all day long, all night long, tons of people. I have a story about this that I told you guys probably a little over a year ago. My chick had her friends come visit from Hawaii. They brought a big group of people. They're all outside the Stage Door. We go in there, we have some drinks. We try to jump in the Uber to leave. And there's I don't know how to explain this the correct way. Maybe you guys remember the story if you guys have been longtime viewers. But this girl in our group is getting into the car. She's getting into the car. The door's open. So she's just like standing in between the seat and the car. And a car leaving the Stage Door just violently backs out and starts to hit the door. And I'm looking at this bitch like, you're going to get crushed in half. She's going to get crushed in between the door and the car, because the other car is going to smash the door and create this guillotine effect on this poor girl's legs and body. So I ran up to the door. I was like, stop. And I smashed the fuck out of her window. I was like, fucking stop driving. And she looks at me like, what did I do? And I'm like, you're about to fucking kill someone right now. And I'm like looking at the security guard who saw the whole thing. I'm like, bro, get this chick, like, call the fucking cops. She's like, this bitch is gonna back out of here and start driving away after almost killing this poor girl. First time in Vegas, probably. And this fool looks at me, he's like, nobody got hurt. What do you want from me? And I'm like, dude, this is too much, man. You have to at least have some regard for, like, not just the safety of this person driving on the road, but the safety of everyone else. Bitch almost died. I was the hero. Guy just says, Ninja the hero. If I wouldn't have been there, I promise you, this chick would have got smashed. She'd have 2 broken legs right now. Hopefully she'd be alive. Hopefully alive. 2 broken legs. Lily started crying. Because I was like, I stopped the car and she's like, I almost watched my friend fucking die. And I'm like, yes, you did. Fuck, dude. And that was at this bar. So now we got this fucking, this great fucking positive member of society. So I smashed the other car's window with my elbow. No, with my open hand. I smashed it with my open hand. Bop, bop. And the chick driving was like, oh. And I'm like, dude, fucking stop. You don't hear all these people screaming at you? Whatever. Let's continue this valuable member of society right now out here shooting at a bar because they kicked you out. You got to be really annoying. You got to be really annoying to get kicked out of a fucking dive bar like this. Let's continue. According to the arrest report, she became angry after the group walked into the bar, mistakenly thinking that one of the members of the group was speaking to her. We didn't even... Okay, so a group of people walked into the bar. She mistakenly thought someone was talking to her. Oh, I've seen this play out a million fucking times. Video surveillance captured one member of the group then hitting Chenault with her purse as the argument escalated. Oh, so they kind of started it. The group kind of started it. Okay, I'm glad we read this because that's what you get out of assuming. You make an ass out of you and me. Court documents said other group members then hit her head and face. She then said to the group, "I got something for you," before returning to her car. Video surveillance showed Chenault sitting in her car and manipulating something with her hands. Video then showed a gun in her hand as she got out of the car with a determined gait, G-A-I-T. Not sure what a gait is, but, you know, that bitch was determined. Here we go. She then fired 2 rounds at the group, who was standing at the entrance, the report said. As the group ran down Flamingo, she then fired 5 more rounds. The police report then said she calmly walked back to her car and drove away. A few minutes later, police said she rear-ended a car that was stopped at a red light at the intersection of Flamingo and Link. So she didn't even make it 1,000 feet. She then drove off, but returned to the parking lot a short time later. Okay, and also thank you to Nick Maples for doing the definition. The manner in which one walks. That's the definition of gait. iBookBoy says gait, a stance. So her stance, she had a determined stance and or walk. In an interview with police, she claimed over and over that she acted in self-defense due to the group jumping her and beating her. She told police she had at least 4 drinks before the incident. She faces 4 counts of attempted murder, 4 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, 2 counts of discharging a firearm at a structure, 4 counts of aiming a firearm at a person, which I didn't know that was a crime, but that's good. I dig it. And 1 charge of discharging a gun where a person may be endangered. I mean, what are you gonna do? She, I mean, I guess this is, some people might have different opinions on this. I guess if you get jumped and you get back to your car and you have the ability to leave, you're no longer like defending yourself, right? That's probably how this would play out in a court argument. You know, you are now in your car, you are now safe. The correct thing to do at that point would be call police or leave. You know, that's what you should do. But when you get to your car, now you're 100% safe. Then you pull out a gun and start shooting people. I don't know. Now, let's say that these 4 people were jumping on her car, smashing her window, still trying to get her. Yeah, dude, fucking pull out the gun and fucking defend yourself. You know, shoot one of these people and then the rest of them will probably scatter away. Then again, you never know who has a gun. She's lucky none of them had a gun because you shot 7 times, didn't hit nobody. Let's also look at this person. We always talk about people who have guns who probably shouldn't have guns. This is absolutely a person who has a gun that should not have a gun. You don't understand the laws. Thankfully, you have no idea how to shoot. Like, thankfully, you missed all 7 of your shots aiming into a group of human beings. That was very lucky for them and you. So, it's just all around bad judgment. Vulgar Tech says she needed a shotgun. That, you know what, man? Every time you go to the bar and you start a fight with somebody and they happen to have a bunch of friends around them and you have a shotgun in your car, maybe maybe things just fall into place for a reason. Anyways, I think this is one of those situations where justice prevailed, right? She got herself into some trouble. She was too drunk, clearly too drunk to drive, so probably should get a DUI too. Too drunk to make any type of wise decision with a gun, which I kind of struggle with that too, because so here's how the law goes in Las Vegas or in Nevada, Las Vegas, whatever. It's it's something like this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm probably going to misquote it a little bit. You're not allowed to consume alcohol while carrying a gun. So the argument against that is sometimes you might be buzzed and something might happen to where you need to protect yourself or others, and your judgment will not be terribly impaired. So that would be a good time to have a gun. Shaw, you need one. The other side of the coin is if you're too drunk, you might be so impaired that you pull out your gun, aim it at somebody, or shoot at somebody when you certainly shouldn't have done that. So there's a thin line in between, like, oh, where do you fall as far as your opinion goes? But the law, the law is not a thin line. The law clearly says, what it is. So a lot of people that I know kind of just risk it anyways. You know what I mean? They'd rather have a gun and get a ticket than, or have a gun and, I don't know, man, have a gun when a gun is needed, than get shot while you're drunk and have no way to defend yourself and others. I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where I can clearly see both sides of the story. Anyways, next article, something that I'm going to show you guys this. You guys might not be able to see it. Again, this is a very visual podcast today. This is from the UFC weigh-ins today. This chick steps on the scale. She starts to wiggle. She falls back, passes out unconscious, and then everyone rushes to her aid. And the official story is that she passed out again. Now, at some point, the UFC is going to have to really take a look at these weigh-in procedures, because the weight cuts are so bad for some of these people that it's going to be, someone's going to die. If we do like 20, 24 UFC events, it seems like, every single year. I mean, they're probably like closer to like 16 UFC. Wait, no, 24. How many weeks? 52 weeks during the year. So they probably do, I did the math totally wrong right there. They probably do 45 UFC events every year. So they got this person completely fucking almost dying, potentially. You have a big problem with your heart or your lungs or your blood pressure, then you're just completely fucked. And one of the things that they've been pushing is you're only allowed to, you have to get weighed in the week before, and then you have to get weighed in that day, and you're not allowed to cut a certain percentage of your actual body weight. Other people are saying you should do weigh-ins, an hour before the fight, so that people are less tempted to try to cut extreme amounts of weight. But it's just a dangerous thing to happen. And finally, someone has like publicly passed out and publicly just completely just looks totally like they're in trouble. This person is in trouble. They canceled the fight, which is funny because there was speculation as to if this fight would still happen. There's no way an athletic commission in the fucking universe could allow someone to almost die and then say, you know what? Let's let them fight in 23 hours. No fucking way, dude. They definitely need to fix this. Vulgar Tech says, I love how IVs are outlawed and people are still cutting 15 to 20% of body mass. Yeah, it's insane, especially the bigger boys. The big guys, Anthony Johnson used to cut an insane amount of weight. And I also saw like crazy shit. Even Khabib used to cut the fuck out of his weight. And then we saw the videos of that chick. I think it was not Shevchenko. The chick who looks like a skeleton. I think it was. I can't think of her name right now. The Skeletor face bitch. She almost died all the time too. And it was just sad to see. And then OG Mickey says they're fighting the next day. Still probably partially dehydrated. Yeah, it's a scary thought for a sport that's already like inherently somewhat dangerous. Something has to happen, man. I know a lot of you guys aren't that interested in fight sports, but this is like a scary thing to have to witness. And they got to figure something out to fix that. Anyways, that's all I got for the news today. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. I remember when I competed in jiu-jitsu, I cut 6 pounds to make 145, and it was free. It was easy. I just didn't eat dinner one night and didn't drink water for a day. Boom, 6 pounds gone. I just pissed and sweated for a little bit, pissed, hit the Hit the, what is that thing? The room with a bunch of hot air going on you. The sauna. Boom, 6 pounds was gone like that. That shit was easy as pie. Woke up the next day, fucking ate a Subway sandwich. Good to go. Put back my 6 pounds on like nothing. It was a great day. Got fucking second place, god damn it, motherfucker. So, yeah, the weight cutting is getting more and more dangerous. Anyways, what else is going on in the world? Well, I'm gonna become a psychic. I've told you guys, I bitch about not having a job every week. I complain about, oh, my job this, my job that. I think I'm just gonna go probably work at a casino. I bitch about it on the Discord, I bitch about it on here. We're not gonna complain today. Here's the thing though, I should become a psychic because I psychically know everything already, all the time. And also, I think all of us know this, all psychics in the world are completely fake. They're all complete bullshit. I'm pretty good at being complete bullshit. I could bullshit the fuck out of anyone. You know what else I'm pretty good at? Making people happy. Right? Sometimes people come to me with their problems. Even here on the Twitch chat, I try to bring up, enlighten people's moods a little bit. I do that in life, at the bar. I try to be a positive beacon in society. You know, if I knew enough about religion, I could go become a religious person and just I could run the fuck out of a church. But you know what? That's a little far-fetched. I'm gonna build a website that says I'm Las Vegas's premier psychic. I'm gonna start my psychic business. And if it doesn't work, then fine, it didn't cost me anything. It's not like I have to get certified, right? Man, you hire me for exorcism or maybe your house is haunted. I'll come in there. I'll look up how to de-haunt it on YouTube. Bring some sage and some salt and some magic holy water that my dog fucking licked out of. And then boom, I could be a fucking millionaire. They got people that actually make their living doing shit like this. It's basically you're just helping mentally ill people feel a little bit better, right? That's got to be what it is. I feel like that's right up my alley. That's what I do at the bar. I help mentally ill people remain happy, self-soothe, and help others. Yeah, this could be my calling. I could absolutely be a perfect psychic. Either that or we got to come up with a religion of my own. Ninjatology. Ninjabology. Oh, man, something like that. But that's what's going on in my life. I also been reading about these NFTs. Man, we had a little group at the skate park called NFT. Still for fuck that. But I guess it stands for like non-fungible, I don't know what it is. Some type of Bitcoin bullshit. Somebody over the weekend sold some painting or something for like $500,000 on some NFT Bitcoin. I don't know what it is. If anyone in the Twitch chat or anyone in the comments can explain to me as if I'm dumb, talk to me like I'm dumb, explain what an NFT is. It has something to do with making money selling shit using Bitcoin. And I want to do it. I want to make the money, okay? If the psychic business doesn't work out, or maybe the psychic business could be involved in NFTs or something, I could give away non-haunted items to scare away the evil spirits. Scare them away. Shoo away from me. I could do something like that. Or incorporate that to a bar somehow. I could have a psychic bar where you can only play Keno and skateboard that has 211 Steel Reserve on tap. And I could be selling NFTs. I don't know what it is. But I want to sell them. Would anyone give me a Bitcoin for some dumbass video? What am I supposed to do in the video? Wish you happy birthday? And then you pay me a Bitcoin and I go, okay, well, nice doing business with you. And then we part ways forever? I don't know. I don't understand it about these NFTs. Julie Fett, start your own haunted museum. I don't know why. I went to the haunted museum here. We were talking about it on the Discord. I don't know why they don't serve drinks there. Probably because people would show up drunk and just start talking shit to all like the little spirits and shit. Hey fucker, I know you're not real. I know you're not fucking real. Come and haunt me, asshole. Ooh, ooh. I can only imagine just drunk assholes in there, man. I told you guys, I went to the haunted museum maybe like last year. It was a good time. I don't know if it's worth the amount of money I paid to get in there, but whatever. iBookBoy says, we used to have a bar here with a mini ramp in it 20 years ago. Awesome. Awesome it was. Yeah, it was awesome. Anyways, I don't know about NFTs, but somehow I got to figure out a way to make money doing nothing. Because here's my biggest fear, man. Going back to working and just losing it. Losing patience with my life. But you know what I think I'll go do, man? I'll go apply for these station casinos and just go be a slot attendant. What does a slot attendant do? Well, you go up to the slot machines, you fix minor issues. You know what I mean? You open it up, you fix the screen to where the screen's not working, close it up, you say have a good day. Also, if someone wins like over $1,200, you bring the money to them. And I don't know how exactly this works, but I think if you bring like enough money, sometimes they tip you. 10% would be nice. You know, you say somebody wins $20,000. Then they're supposed to technically give you $2,000. They probably wouldn't do that. But homie, if I went home with $500, that'd be pretty fucking dope. That'd be really cool. Anyways, Vulgar Tech. NFTs are blockchain-backed, certified, authentic digital files. Oh, well, that's easy to understand. Don't know what the fuck that means. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. Anyways, this podcast just flew by. Man, 45 minutes just went like that. Snap of the fingers, guys. That's all I had to talk about. We talked about the news. We talked about psychics. We talked about shootings. We talked about scooting across America. I think we had a great time. Now we know it was Wyatt Earp's birthday. Virgil, Morgan, James, Newton, Warren, whatever. We know what our favorite Subway sandwiches are. And we know what the greatest podcast known to man is. Can I get a hell yeah for those of you who have consistently chosen to tune in live every single Friday right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. For once, we are completely on schedule today. Shout out to Julie Fed, iBookBoy, Moobot, Vulgar Tech, Nick Maples, OG Mickey Guy, just iBookBoy, Efu Same, Nick Maples, and more. Extra big shout out to Keith Plays for the gift sub. Polartel has donated $22. Venus Dietrap has donated $16. Guygus has donated $20. They're all giving me happy birthday messages. I very much appreciate you guys for the support. It's always so appreciated. Guygus, Venus Dietrap, Polartel. You guys always giving me your hard-earned money. It's very, very much appreciated. It's not required, though. These guys have maybe some extra money to give. Maybe they want to support in the nicest possible way. I'm eternally grateful. But if you don't have any money, if you're broke as fuck, if that stimulus hasn't happened yet, then you can still support by just telling a friend about the podcast. Just let a friend know that you know about this podcast. It comes on every Friday. Also, if you missed the podcast, it comes out on iTunes, Podbean, and YouTube every single Sunday early in the morning. So guess what? You wake up on Monday for work. There's a podcast just sitting there waiting for you. Maybe you have a long drive to work. Put it in your iPad or whatever, iTunes, whatever. Put it in there. Download it. Listen to it. It's a good time. That's how this podcast can grow. We don't have very many viewers today. I don't know why. Maybe because you guys aren't fucking telling your friends about this shit. Regardless, I appreciate each and every one of you guys who tune in live, and I appreciate those of you who choose to watch this on YouTube and shit like that. Anyways, guys, don't go anywhere. We will have a short post show, and I think we're going to host my friend Trey Voorhees, my OG Las Vegas friend. He sang the song, "Welcome to the City, where all the ladies are pretty and do everything you want them to do." You guys remember that song from my old videos? He now has a Twitch, so we'll probably end up hosting him. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Always appreciative of you guys tuning in. Can't thank you guys enough. Have a great weekend. Don't drink too much, but don't drink too little. And thank you guys for all the birthday wishes.